In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 MLB games happening on October 13, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Seattle Mariners versus Houston Astros. The Seattle Mariners look to even the series when they battle the Houston Astros in Game 2 of the American League Division Series on Thursday afternoon from Minute Maid Park. The Mariners will have Luis Castillo on the hill. The Astros will counter with Framber Valdez. Houston went 12-7 against the Mariners in the regular season, and it was the Astros rallying in the 9th for a wild 8-7 win on Tuesday night. This will be the second installment in a best-of-5 postseason division series. Houston has a 1-0 lead thanks to a comeback win in the Tuesday opener. The Seattle Mariners were 90-72 during the regular season and defeated Toronto in the American League wild card round. Seattle lost Game 1 of this series by a score of 8-7 after holding a 7-3 lead in the 8th inning. The Seattle pitching staff has a 5.74 earned run average, a 1.35 WHIP, and a .283 opponent batting average this postseason. The Mariners' offense has scored 21 runs with a .297 batting average and a .347 on-base percentage. Cal Raleigh is batting .417 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs for the Mariners this postseason. The projected starter for Seattle is Luis Castillo, who threw 7.1 scoreless innings against the Blue Jays in the wild card round. The Houston Astros were 106-56 during the regular season and have won 5 of their last 6 games. Houston used a 2-run home run by Bregman in the 8th and a 3-run home run by Alvarez in the 9th to complete the comeback win. The Houston pitching staff has a 7 earned run average, a 1.56 WHIP, and a .351 opponent batting average. The Astros offense has scored 8 runs with a .306 batting average and a .359 on base percentage this postseason. Yordan Alvarez is batting .600 with 1 home run and 5 RBIs for the Astros this postseason. The projected starter for Houston is Framber Valdez, who was 17-6 with a 2.82 earned run average and a 1.16 WHIP over 201.1 innings pitched in the regular season. The Mariners are 4-0 in their last 4 Thursday games and 26-8 in their last 34 in Game 2 of a series. Seattle is 5-1 in the last 6 overall. Meanwhile, the Astros are 14-2 in their last 16 divisional playoff games at home and 39-13 in the last 52 Thursday games. Houston is 75-28 in their last 103 after an off day. Valdez closed out September with an ugly run, posting 10 earned on 20 hits and 4 walks over 10.2 innings in a pair of starts. Valdez bounced back with 5 clean frames versus Philly in his last start. However, Castillo is in a similar situation himself. He ended September with 9 earned in a 10-inning span over 2 starts. Castillo then notched a nice outing versus Oakland on October 5th, posting 1 earned on 2 hits and a walk in 6 innings. Seattle looked like they were going to walk into Houston and take Game 1 of the series, but it quickly fell apart in the last 2 innings. Seattle will turn to Luis Castillo to try and get the train back on the tracks after the disappointing loss. Castillo was dominant in his last outing against Toronto, but will have his hands full with a great Houston lineup. For Houston, Framber Valdez allowed 4 runs or more in 2 of his last 3 starts in the regular season. Thursday's game will come down to pitching, as all postseason games do, but more so in Game 2 of the American League Division Series. Seattle's acquisition of starting pitcher Luis Castillo has been a gigantic advantage for the Mariners in their quest for glory. Castillo showed his worth by starting Game 1 of the wild card series against Toronto. He was incredible as he blanked the Blue Jays at their home stadium. Castillo is comfortable in an away setting, especially with his back up against the wall. For Houston, Valdez gets the start, and he has been shaky versus the Mariners as he has give up 6 earned runs in 13 innings versus Seattle this year. I believe that Castillo will have another great game where he pitches far into the game as Seattle earns the narrow W on the road to even up the series. So the Seattle Mariners to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Mariners are flourishing at the plate in their 3 playoff bouts. They have now scored a total of 21 runs in 3 playoff games. The 3 starting pitchers in those 3 games were Mano, Gaussman, and now Verlander. In addition, the Astros' offense was stellar in Game 1, finishing with 3 homers and 11 hits. They have now scored 38 runs in their last 6 games against the Mariners. Luis Castillo wasn't as effective on the road this season. Opponents hit .232 against him on the road compared to .191 when pitching at home. Castillo has squandered 9 runs in his last 17.2 innings of work on the road. The over is 11-5 in the Astros' last 16 home games against the Mariners. The 2 pitchers slated for Thursday's game are great pitchers when their stuff is in full command. I predict one of them will be shaky, especially Houston's Valdez. The over is 7-1 in Astros' last 9 after allowing 5 runs or more in their previous game. The over is 5-0 in Mariners' last 5 road games with the total set at 6.5 or lower. This is going to allow for many base runners for the Mariners and runs across the board, and I expect this one to feature plenty of runs similar to Game 1. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Cleveland Guardians versus New York Yankees. The Cleveland Guardians and the New York Yankees get set for Game 2 of their American League Division Series on Thursday night in the Bronx. The Yankees took a 1-0 series lead on Tuesday night thanks to a strong performance from Gerrit Cole in a 4-1 win. In Game 2, the pitching matchup will be Cleveland's ace Shane Bieber taking on Yankees lefty Nestor Cortes. The Cleveland Guardians will look to rebound and even up the series at 1 win apiece after losing Game 1 by a final count of 4-1 last time out. Stephen Quinn went 2 for 4 with a solo home run to produce the lone scoring for the Guardians in the loss. Jose Ramirez went 2 for 3 with a double, and Andres Gimenez added a double as well. Miles Straw chipped in a base hit of his own as the Guardians had just 6 hits as a team in the losing effort. Cal Quantrill ended up with the loss after giving up all 4 runs, 3 earned, on 4 hits with 5 strikeouts and 3 walks over 5 innings of work. Shane Bieber will get the start here and was 13-8 with a 2.88 earned run average and 198 strikeouts in the regular season. The New York Yankees will try to build up a 2-0 series lead after their win over the Guardians last time out. Anthony Rizzo had a 2-run home run while Harrison Bader had a solo home run, and Jose Trevino added an RBI as well to cap off the scoring for the Bronx Bombers in the win. Josh Donaldson added a pair of hits while Isaiah Kiner-Failfa added a base hit as well to cap off the offense for the Yankees as New York had just 5 hits as a team in the win. Gerrit Cole got the win after giving up 1 run on 4 hits with 8 strikeouts over 6.1 innings of work. Nestor Cortes Jr. will get the start here and was 12-4 with a 2.44 earned run average and 163 strikeouts in the regular season. Cleveland is 7-0 in their last 7 games following a loss and 8-1 in their last 9 games against a team with a left-handed starter, while the under is 5-0 in their last 5 division games. New York is 13-5 in their last 18 games overall and 12-5 in their last 17 playoff home games, while the over is 4-0 in their last 4 Thursday games. The Guardians have played 24 innings of postseason baseball and have scored 4 runs. That just about sums up their team, as Cleveland has relied on their pitching to win them games. Through 3 postseason games, the Guardians lineup is hitting .174 with a .506 OPS and has cemented itself as the worst offense of the remaining 8 playoff teams. They suffered their first loss of the postseason in Game 1 to Gerrit Cole and the Yankees, but having Cal Quantrill and the Cleveland bullpen limit the New York offense to 4 runs can be seen as a win in their book. The Guardians were unable to start Shane Bieber in Game 1 since he would be on short rest. But since the American League had Wednesday off, Bieber will be on 5 days of rest for Game 2. The Guardians ace was sharp in his wild card outing as he limited the Rays to 1 run and 3 hits in 7.2 innings. And even though these teams met 6 times in the regular season, Bieber never faced the Yankees. It could be argued that Nestor Cortes should have started Game 1 of the American League Division Series, but I do love the spot the Yankees have put themselves in. There are 3 reasons why New York has put themselves in an excellent position to be up 2-0 in the series going to Cleveland. They're already up 1-0 in the series and have their most reliable pitcher on the mound for Game 2. Cortes will start at home, and he is a lefty. Cortes was the most dominant pitcher in their home park in the regular season as he made 15 starts at Yankee Stadium and posted a 1.95 earned run average and 0.82 WHIP while limiting the opponent to a .161 batting average. He also has the advantage over the Cleveland lineup by being a lefty. In the regular season, the Guardians finished 24th in OBP and 28th in OPS against left-handed pitching. Their struggles against lefties continue in the wild card series as Shane McClanahan threw 7 innings and allowed 2 runs and 7 hits. McClanahan's one mistake of the night was the Jose Ramirez 2-run home run. But besides that, he was superb against the Cleveland lineup. The Yankees are priced reasonably on the money line because of Bieber, but pitching alone won't win them the game. So the New York Yankees money line is our full game side pick. Bieber made one mistake in his playoff opener, and that was it. He faces a Yankee lineup that still has struggled to bunch hits together and won Game 1 courtesy of the long ball alone. The Yankees have played to the under in 7 of their last 10 games. For Cleveland, they have played to the under in each of their 3 playoff games thus far. This Guardians offense has been so bad heading into this game, and it's not going to change with Nestor Cortes on the mound, as he's been lights out the last couple of games. Bieber in his last start gave up only 1 run, and I expect the Yankees bats are going to really struggle to score here. I'm just not thrilled with what I've seen from the Guardians up to this point offensively, and I think Bieber will battle this Yankee lineup to try to keep the Guardians in the game. I fully expect a 1-run game that will be decided by the quality of the back end of each bullpen. Both bullpens, ranked 3rd and 5th in baseball, should be up for the challenge. Bieber and Cortes have both pitched extremely well down the stretch of the season, and runs will be at a premium in this matchup. All in all, I would see this as a 1st to 3 wins at best kind of game. This is going to be a 2-1 or 2-0 type of game, and this game is going to stay below the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.